Welcome to Asian Star Trend. Our channel updates hot news about Asia's most popular stars. Please subscribe and comment to help us update better videos. Reuniting on screen again, the way Yang Miemie looks at Youre has fans buzzing. Are they more than just an on-screen couple? From doubts to devotion, how Youre and Yang Miemie became the ultimate screen and real-life love story. There was a time when many doubted them. He was nearly a decade older, with a calm, reserved demeanor built over years in the industry. She was youthful, expressive, full of quirky energy that felt almost too bright for him. On paper, Youre and Yang Miemie seemed like an odd match. But what started as skepticism has slowly transformed into collective surrender. Today, they're no longer just co-stars, they're the couple fans point to when asked, what does true compatibility look like? Their love story, both on screen and off, plays like a well-written drama, one that blends humor, heartbreak, and those rare, sparkling moments of human connection. When they first appeared together in a short drama 2 years ago, the chemistry was undeniable, but many brushed it off as good acting. Then came the second collaboration. The glances lasted a bit too long. The banter felt a little too natural. And that now famous moment behind the scenes when Yang Miemie teased Youre about his Uncle Core fashion, only for him to show up the next day in a hoodie she bought him, sealed the deal. But it wasn't just their sweetness that won people over. It was the emotional honesty that unfolded over time. In one interview, Youre quietly admitted, "I used to think relationships were supposed to follow a pattern." She tore up the script. Meanwhile, Yang Miemie once joked, "Dating him is like adopting a retired professor, but he laughs at all my jokes, so I'm keeping him." That dynamic, her mischief balancing his seriousness, his steadiness grounding her spontaneity, has become their brand of love. Their most recent collaboration only added fuel to the fire. The scene where Youre's character finally confesses under the rain wasn't just acting. That wasn't in the script, the director later revealed. He improvised, and we all froze. It was real. What sets them apart isn't just the romance. It's the transformation. Youre, once known for playing stone-faced CEOs, has softened. He smiles more, jokes more, even dances in Hawaiian clips. Yang Miemie, meanwhile, has grown from a bubbly internet sweetheart into an actress with subtle emotional range, thanks, some say, to working beside someone who truly sees her. Audiences don't just watch them anymore. They root for them. Because somewhere between the laughter and the longing gazes, Youre and Yang Miemie have offered something more than entertainment, a reminder that love doesn't have to look perfect to be perfect. It can be awkward, unexpected, and full of surprises, but when it's right, it inspires. And maybe, just maybe, that's why we keep clicking replay. 9 years apart, zero distance. How Yang Miemie bridged the gap and rewrote Youre's story. When Youre and Yang Miemie first appeared together, the age gap was hard to ignore. He was 36, composed, and carried himself like a seasoned veteran of life and cinema. She was just 27, bubbly, bright-eyed, and brimming with Gen Z energy. The internet buzzed, "Isn't 9 years too much? Won't there be a generation gap?" But now, 2 years and 3 collaborations later, those skeptics have gone radio silent. What they once saw as a mismatch has become one of the most beloved pairings in the short drama world, and perhaps even beyond the screen. At the heart of this unlikely love story is transformation. Not the kind that comes from flashy makeovers or social media filters, but a subtle shift that happens when two people so different on the surface meet in the middle. Or rather, when one leads the other out of his comfort zone and into hers. Yang Miemie didn't just bridge the generation gap. She danced across it, laughing, dragging Youre along for the ride. And he followed, with the quiet steadiness of someone who never knew how much he needed to be pulled into the light. The result? A new Youre. Gone is the serious, always composed actor who once stuck to traditional suits and politely declined variety shows. In his place stands a man who now wears pastel hoodies, jokes on Hawaiian, and isn't afraid to be a little silly, especially when she's around. Fans noticed the shift. "She made him younger," one comment reads. "He made her deeper," another adds. Together, they've created a dynamic that feels rare in today's entertainment world, playful yet sincere, sweet yet grounded. Even behind the scenes, their energy is infectious. From her calling him uncle in jest to him bringing her bubble tea on cold filming days, their interactions blur the line between roleplay and reality. In interviews, Miemie jokes, having an older boyfriend means free life advice and someone who always carries tissues. Youre counters with a smile, having a younger girlfriend means I'm finally learning what memes are, but beyond the humor lies something tender and quietly profound. Youre, in a rare candid moment, said, I didn't think someone so different could understand me this well. But she doesn't just understand, she sees the parts of me I forgot to show the world. It's this emotional transparency, unexpected, yet deeply moving, that has turned their relationship into more than just internet gossip. It's a story of discovery, of rediscovering youth, not by turning back time, but by walking forward with someone who makes life feel new again. In the end, what Youre and Miemie offer is more than sweetness or spectacle. They offer hope that love doesn't care about numbers, norms, or expectations. It cares about connection. And sometimes, that connection turns even a 9-year age gap into a bridge you're lucky to cross. They just can't quit each other. Why Youre and Miemie still feel like they're in their honeymoon phase at this point? No one can keep count of how many times Youre and Miemie have collaborated. Drama after drama, scene after scene. They keep returning to each other like it's destiny, or maybe just something stronger than that. When the two briefly parted ways for separate filming schedules earlier this year, fans began to speculate. Was Miemie preparing to break away? Was she looking for a new image, a new co-star, a new spark? But before the rumors could take root, the truth arrived with a bang. Another project, another collaboration, and yet another reminder that the gravitational pull between Youre and Miemie is stronger than ever. On the day filming began, all eyes were on them, but his eyes were only on her. Youre looked at Miemie with a gaze so intense, so full of possessiveness, that fans joked it could melt the camera lens. That look could pull sugar from thin air, one netizen wrote. He's not acting. He's in love. But then came the twist. Miemie was stealing glances too. Her subtle sideways look, the almost shy smile, these were not the moves of a seasoned actress, but of someone whose heart was still racing. And just like that, the internet declared, real couple alert. Again. And yet, even their biggest fans will admit it, there's a touch of fatigue from seeing them together so often on screen. The chemistry is no longer surprising, it's expected. But oddly enough, it's not losing its charm. Because even if the audience feels they've seen it all, Youre and Miemie clearly haven't had enough. They act like they're still in the honeymoon phase, playful, affectionate, emotionally locked in, and that keeps the magic alive. The evolution is subtle but visible, especially in Miemie. There's a softness in her smile now when she looks at Youre, a sense of peace that wasn't there before. Fans have noticed it too. She used to look at him like a crush, one comment reads. Now she looks at him like he's home. As for Youre, his love has been constant, unwavering. It's not louder, because it doesn't need to be. He's already full of love, fans say. Now it's her turn to catch up. Together, they've turned their repeated collaborations into something more than habit. They've built a living, evolving story of love, familiarity, and deepening connection. Watching them is no longer just about plot lines or